Back to Brady and Walker. On TV at Sportsnet 360. Online at sportsnet.ca/590. And on your radio.
Excited to have our next guest on. He'll be playing in the Swiss National League this fall with the ZSC Lions. And, of course, was with the U.S. National Under-18 team that plays in the excellent United States Hockey League. That league's come leaps and bounds. I was doing play-by-play in Saginaw, Michigan, when that league just started out. And you'd get the odd player in from the USHL, and they got better and better and in bigger numbers as well. It's a very good breeding ground for younger players. But Auston Matthews is kind enough to take a few minutes and join us on Brady and Walker on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. It's great to have you on. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Really good. Where am I talking to you today from?
I am in Zurich right now.
How is it?
It's been great so far. The weather's a lot cooler than Arizona right now, so it's been nice. Is
this something you'll learn something new about Switzerland every day, or over the last several months, Auston, had you done a lot of looking into what it would be like? I'm sure you even heard from older players and say, this is a great place to play pro hockey. I've heard that about Switzerland. I've heard that about Austria. So you've probably heard that from a lot of people too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. When this whole process started, and when Switzerland really became an option, we definitely wanted to get some feedback from players that have played in the league and been to Switzerland.
Is this process? You mentioned it as a process. When was the first time you had verbally hashed this out, the idea of playing in Switzerland instead of playing a year of junior before the NHL draft next year? And were you skeptical at first? Were you like, maybe not? Maybe that wouldn't be for me. And the more you learned about it, it's like getting talked into going to a school or a college or something. You decided it was right.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, the idea kind of came up when I was in Switzerland for the U18 Worlds. So that's kind of when it came up. And, at first I was a little skeptical, as you said. I mean, I didn't really know much, about the league or about anything really. But, I knew that Switzerland was a beautiful country. And, the more we kind of dug into it and did our research, a lot of great things. I heard a lot of great things from a lot of different people. So it was, pretty interesting.
Auston Matthews joining us, Brady and Walker. It's a great story. We're excited to see your development this year. You will be coached by Mark Crawford, who's won a Stanley Cup, and he's also won the Swiss League title before. How beneficial is that to have somebody who knows the North American game so well, who's coached your Joe Sakic's, your Peter Forsbergs, your Sedin twins, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, I think that's huge. One of the, biggest reasons, for me coming here was him. I mean, obviously he's won a cup and he's played some of the game's best players. So, to have him and I think was really awesome, and I think it's going to be a great experience for me.
You'll have an earlier season and an earlier playoff potentially as well. That probably leaves you open to be able to play in the World Championships. Jack Eichel just did that this particular spring. Has that already been discussed, or do you approach this, let's get the season on and then we'll talk about a Team USA in April and May?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been told anything, but anytime I think I'm able to represent the country, I'm all for that. So right now, focused on getting the season started, and when that time comes out, we'll see.
Auston Matthews joining us on Brady and Walker. When's your first regular season game?
I think the team's first regular season game is September 9th, but I cannot play until I turn 18, which is September 17th. So luckily we have a home game the day after, so September 18th will be my first game.
I'm sure your older teammates, your 30-year-olds, won't razz you too much about that, right? They know what a unique scenario this is for you to have to wait that out and then be able to go at it and play.
Yeah, I mean, they've been awesome. I think everybody's been real welcoming. But yeah, I mean, you have an extra month, extra couple of weeks, to continue to train hard and get the
yeah. Before you go, what do we do about how's your TV? If I'm over there and I'm 17, I'm worried about my cable or satellite. What can you see? Will you be able to watch the NFL, the NBA, NHL? What kind of package you got so far?
Yeah, we bought everything. We brought the sling box, the Apple TV, and everything. So my dad, my whole family came up for the first week while I was here. My mom and older sister stayed, but luckily we had my dad there to set everything up for us. So we got it all going right now.
Well, that's awesome. I watched you a little bit in the under-18s. I'm really excited to see you play. I had a unique experience watching. I watched a lot of Sergei Samsonov games. That name may not ring a bell, but he came over and played with the Detroit Vipers in 1997 in the IHL, and he was 17, and he was fantastic, and he fit in perfectly. He was drafted 7th overall, and it was just a great story. I'm hoping it's the same great story for you, and you're a really impressive young guy. We look forward to watching you play.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.